Do you ever find yourself thinking that if things aren't going well at work, it must be your fault, that you should work harder, be stronger, more patient, better at handling people? It's a very common feeling, especially if you work next to someone who knows exactly how to make you doubt yourself. In the previous video, we looked at how to recognize manipulative dynamics. Today, I want to tell you something simple but decisive. The problem isn't you, it's him. A manipulator needs you to believe that you are the problem. That's how he keeps control. He makes you feel inadequate, pushes you to justify yourself, and keeps you chasing his approval. Not because you're weak, but because your sensitivity, your competence, and your sense of responsibility threaten him. The manipulator feeds on your energy. Without someone who questions themselves, he would have no power. My name is Stefano Prat, and on this channel, I talk about manipulation at work, personal boundaries, and strategies to protect yourself in professional environments. Over the years, I've seen many people worn down by guilt. They thought they weren't good enough, that they deserved the criticism they received, that they simply couldn't handle the pressure. But when you start to understand who you're really dealing with, everything changes. The manipulator is someone who must always win, even at the cost of destroying the team or the company. He needs to dominate, to control, to appear flawless. But behind that apparent confidence lies a deep fragility, the fear of being worthless without someone to control. That's why he targets people with light, talent, and independence. His weapons are guilt-tripping. He makes you believe every mistake is your fault. Devaluation, he downplays your successes and magnifies your flaws. And reality inversion, when you try to react, he accuses you of being aggressive or unstable. Over time, you feel drained and you start to believe it really is your fault. But the truth is, it isn't. You're not the fragile one. He is. He needs your doubt to feel strong. He needs to dim your light to feel brilliant. He needs to devalue you to hide his own insecurity. Understanding this is when the game starts to end, because as long as you keep trying to be accepted, you're playing on his field. But the moment you stop justifying yourself and start seeing his moves for what they are, your energy begins to return. Clarity is the first form of freedom. You can't change a manipulator, but you can change the way you respond. Stop feeding his need for control. You can reclaim your mental space and refocus on your work instead of constant defense. In the next video, I'll show you how to break his power completely, even if you still have to work with him. We'll talk about how to build clear boundaries, communicate without getting trapped, and regain your authority without conflict. Write in the comments if you've ever felt guilty for something that you now realize wasn't really your fault. Sharing your experience might be the first step toward freeing yourself. And if you want to go deeper, you'll find the link to my book, Workplace Manipulators, a practical guide to identifying and defending against them, in the description and in the pinned comment. It's a practical guide to identifying these dynamics and breaking free from them with clarity, strength, and emotional intelligence. I'm Stefano Prat, and this is where we learn to protect our energy and reclaim our freedom, even in a difficult work environment. See you in the next video.